Pretty tight fit in here, but I'm gonna make it work. We got another quick project today. And I finally got a haircut. However, I noticed last time I was out with the Jeep and took the little trailer out, I noticed coming up the hills that my temperatures would start to spike. And I believe that my thermostat is starting to stick. Because I never had that problem when I had the factory thermostat. But then when I changed over and I did all this work to the Jeep and I went to an aftermarket thermostat, sometimes I would have an issue. But then this time, every hill it was spiking up. So I need to try to identify what the problem is. Earlier I'd flushed out the rad with a garden hose just to make sure there's nothing plugged up in there. Because in the Jeep, you're not going to be able to see anyways. You got your transmission cooler, you got your AC condenser, then you got your radiator. Then I got the winch, which obviously doesn't help either. So all those restrictions lead to problems. However, I also, when I did the timing, there was an issue with a fan circuit code as well. Something else I might have to dive deep into, but right now we're going to take care of the easy one, which is the thermostat, because I can grab the computer and I can manually operate the cooling fan that way. So it is what it is. So off Mopar Parts Canada. It's cheaper ordered online than going to the dealership. This is the thermostat here. Matches my vehicle. And that's what we're going to do. That's my pump. You guys seen this pump before in my videos. We're going to use this to pump out some fluid. You can see the upper radiator hose here, and we're going to get down in there. You can see, try to scoot through. That is where the thermostat is. So what we need to do is remove the air intake. Normally there'd be a couple bolts here, but they've all been broken out. So we got loosen that, air intake temperature sensor, and we can pull that out. So now you can see the thermostat right there. Really easy to get at. We got some hose here. So what I'm gonna do is pop open the radiator coolant cap here. We're just gonna need two hands. As you can see right there, the radiator is full, so we're gonna pump out a bunch, and then we're gonna crack this off, this hose here, and get down in there to get that thermostat out. Loosen that off. There's a air intake temperature sensor. Let me just slide my blocks over. Underneath there, get my sausage fingers. I disconnected it right there. We got a hose here. Pull this up. And we're gonna be out. I want to pump some out of the radiator. So I just want to put my suction hose in there, run it down there to the bottom. Plug my cables in. So this is the pump, and sometimes it has an issue of blowing the line off. Hopefully not today though. Because there's a lot of pressure behind there. That's all dry. So now we're gonna pop the clamps off that radiator hose. And I'm gonna grab a couple tools right here, this flat one and this angled one. All right, get those off, man. If you ever had to fight with those, These tools work great because they're lockable. So most times you don't have to worry about them springing back and getting you in the face. Got a hose pick tool here. Oh, you're gonna definitely have some coolant in there. Fuck, I don't know what's with this camera. First GoPro, no, the Osmo. It's triggering out. Let's see if I can get any coolant out of there. Looking like we are. I got out as much coolant as I can. There's two 10 mil bolts. Hopefully get that out easy. Gonna get that bottom one out carefully. There's the bolt. And then this one here. There goes my light. So you guys can't see. We just broke the vacuum. Now we're probably gonna falling down. Now we're probably gonna get a bunch of coolant come out on the ground. Hopefully not though. I'm just gonna find out right away. Yeah, I'm losing a bit, unfortunately. Let's get that off there. What's wrong with this thing? It's like the brake doesn't work on it no more. Either way. Use a hose pick. Bust that seal. There we go. So this is very important. I want to point this out. So you can see how that is somewhat centered. Now if we look at the old thermostat, you can see it's hanging up on the bottom there. When you look at the evidence, which I'm probably going to have to zoom right in, you can see right there, I'll zoom out a little bit, that it's rubbing, so it's been sticking. So I think that's where my heating issues are coming from. It gets to that point, thermostat starts to hang up, then all of a sudden the excess pressure from it building up forces the thermostat open. I'll zoom out a little bit more just so that you guys can clearly on that side right there. It's kind of stuck against there, and you can see it. You can see the rubbing right there. So there's no doubt in my mind this thermostat has failed. Now that's off the way. I'm gonna get this new thermostat put into place. At least I know the issue now. And this camera kind of buckled over, but we're gonna try to set her back up there. I'm gonna try to get in there. I'm gonna start with this bottom one. I'm just trying to line this up a little bit. Not necessarily get her started. Line her up. Because there is. There. Let's go with that clamp on. I gotta get this hose back on. So I'm on, and that little Phillips head on top there is your bleed screw, but I'm not going to be using that because I'm gonna vacuum bleed it. Just got the air intake on, and never forget to put that hose on. So this is the vacuum fill. I'm gonna hook up the air line. I need to turn that valve off, and then open up this one. We're gonna create a vacuum in the green. Then once you got a good vacuum, gonna crack open this line, and this coolant's gonna go through into the radiator, because the problem with the Jakey is that these heater core lines right here are higher than the motor, so you usually get like an airlock in there. Can be a pain in the butt. Right now I'm just creating a vacuum. Yeah, that coolant line, you see right there, sucked itself flat. So now, so that's where I got the level up, is right to there. I don't think I'm gonna get, yeah. When you really can't draw a vacuum anymore, that's about where I'm gonna be. Everything's back together filled. I guess I'll jump in, start the Jeep, put it on full heat, get some temperature going. Full heat, the frost. So far we're doing good. Got heat both sides. Success. Alright, Jeep's done. It's motherfucking beer time. Got some Session Ale, 4.8%. Motherfucking beer time. Well, cheers everybody. Yeah, thermostat was definitely sticking. You can clearly see it. And that's why under load, it was starting to spike up. I got the new thermostat in it, OEM. Sometimes it's better just to keep the OEM. But then again, going through Mopar Canada, I paid $100 for the thermostat. At the dealership, $140. Whereas aftermarket was like $50. So I guess in the end, you get what you pay for. I had to take it all apart again and do it. Anyways, I'm going to get a fire going. Motherfucking beer time. Hopefully no more issues.